This is the AR Multimedia Lit Review Analysis video, created by Jessica Isla.
We are making stories on Story Jumper!
Hi, I'm Jessica, and this is my capstone project on how teachers will be engaged and motivated to become better workers by incorporating specific technologies such as interactive keynotes, thinking maps, Story Jumper, or active boards to enhance their lessons in a more innovative, original, and creative way. When looking through the various articles for our Lit Review, I stumbled upon a few that really caught my eye. One in particular, written by Davis, 2004, mentions that the use of multiple intelligences tailored particular hands-on activities to a specific learning style, which built a connection between student and content.
Then I went to Story Jumper, and then it was easy.
Davis, 2004, then went on to say that students became more aware of their strengths and weaknesses when they actively participated in the various MI activities.
It helped me read and put it on there and remember the words that are in the book.
After looking at my professional environment, it was clear that motivation and engagement were in dire need of improvement. So motivation and engagement became my central focus. Specifically, I felt that teachers needed to become better workers in order to ensure that their learners had an equitable and quality education. There were two problems that arose. The first problem was that students weren't motivated to learn because, depending on the teacher's planning, lessons became bland and monotonous, which created unmotivated learners and unwanted behavior problems. The second problem was that teachers don't put forth the effort to create such extensive and creative work that required higher level thinking because their time and effort would be put to waste when delivering the lesson to unmotivated students who had previously created problematic situations due to their behavior. There was an endless cycle of either not wanting to learn because the lessons were boring or lacked the effort and motivation, or not wanting to create extensive and thought-provoking lessons because there were too many behavior issues that stemmed from the lack of student motivation. My overall vision headed toward wanting more staff members to become confident in using technology, as well as for there to be more risks taken in creativity and lesson delivery. Ultimately, the staff needed to spice up the life of their lessons, and their minds needed to be tapped into to see how they could be more resourceful, risky, and up-to-date with the 21st century technology to foster student engagement and motivation. Dittos and worksheets from years past needed definite revamping, and the content standards needed to be explored in a different context in order to bring them to life. There was a dire need for more technology, Keynote or PowerPoint, active boards, graphic organizers, and thinking maps, and they needed to be put into use. With these new styles of learning and new types of technology at hand, we can only hope to be as successful as Gobel, 2009, when she asserted that positive learning results occurred when students completed activities and assignments that complemented a student's way of learning. The concept of technology seemed to be very static and one-sided: computers and the internet. When comparing past years to today, there was so much less happening in the world of technology. Surfing the internet for ideas was more of a cop-out use for technology, and either learners' interest was fading fast or teachers were running out of ways to make lessons new and exciting. It was then when I made it my own personal goal to start a new trend in the use of technology at my school. Since Leanne Spires, 2009, noted that students wanted their experiences with technology within the classroom to resemble what they had outside of school, I decided to use an interactive storybook publishing website as a tool for my instruction. After introducing the website, it was clear that students wanted to use technology in a way that was more meaningful to them. Leanne Spires, 2009. For as long as I can remember, education has always been one of my passions. For some, learning comes harder than it does for others, and this has always confused me and fascinated me at the same time. Now that I've chosen teaching as my profession, it has been one of my personal goals to really try to help those that struggle find what it takes to make learning easy for them. As an elementary school teacher, I'm very dedicated to help mold the minds of today's future leaders. It has always been very important to me that I, along with my fellow educators, do my absolute best to be up to date with the newest teaching strategies, as well as the newest technologies of our time. I can still remember my elementary school experiences when I was younger, and it blows my mind just how much things have changed. I'm definitely lucky enough to have been born into a world where computers and technology were just starting to take off. To be specific, I was born during the Generation Y, or Gen Y, era. According to Wikipedia, since the term Gen Y, also known as the Millennial Generation, doesn't really have an official start or end date, it has been associated with the birth dates ranging from about the mid-1970s to the mid-1990s and early 2000s. I think this is really interesting because my birthday falls near the middle of that particular time span, which has allowed me to have a well-rounded, widespread view on the use of technology. I am just old enough to have experienced various technologies change after a few years of beta testing and project launching, yet still young enough to adapt to, explore, and feel confident to use the new technology that is constantly being updated and released. When I was in elementary school, my teachers would take me to the computer lab to type up our short stories or poems and then add some clip art to complement our writing. Upon entering the computer lab, there were new Apple II computers with the green screens and floppy disk drives. To me, these computers were the best and most high-tech thing of the time. Nowadays, you can almost literally put your laptop or iPads in your purse and bring your portable hotspot internet with you in your pocket. You literally have the world of technology in the palm of your hand within a matter of seconds. Since technology is constantly changing, I believe it is our job as professional educators to change with the times as well. If technology can advance, lesson delivery can too. My goal is for educators to have the ability to distinguish and identify which types of technology, either interactive keynotes, thinking maps, StoryJumper, or ActiveBoards, enhance student learning to keep them attentive, engaged, and motivated to learn during instructional time. My hope is that by the end of March 2012, 5 out of 6 teachers will be able to show their growth in their technological abilities by consistently applying one of the 4 types of technology, keynotes, thinking maps, StoryJumper, or ActiveBoards, to foster overall student engagement and motivation, which will hopefully improve student learning during instructional time. In the end, students will be evaluated and assessed based on their individual teacher's technology of choice, but in regard to the teachers themselves, they can't really be assessed in the same way by giving them projects to complete with a rubric, because each teacher will be using their own choice of technology that suits their personal needs and skill sets. Just like how Gen Y was influenced by social and cultural technological innovations, which allowed for their technological efficiency, Donison 2009, today's 21st century learners should be given the same types of opportunities as Gen Y. And so it begins with one teacher and one dream. Mr. Woodard, as far as technology goes in my classroom, what do you observe when we come to the computer lab?
Well, first of all, normally when they're in front of a computer, they're much more engaged. But one thing I notice is they lose interest after a while. But with StoryJumper, they aren't losing interest. They're constantly engaged, they're writing stories, and they're so in tune. You have to fight to get them off the computer. It's really neat. It's good to see something engaging the students in such a way. And they're learning and they don't even know it.
Would you recommend this program to other grades?
I would recommend this to everyone.